The squat is one of the most basic core movements and one of the most fundamental exercises for building your leg muscles. Specifically, squats target your hamstrings, your gluteus muscles, and your quadriceps.
It's also important to understand that you will be going through 3 phases when performing every exercise. These 3 phases are the preparatory phase, the central phase, and the terminal phase. Now, for example, during a bodyweight squat, your preparatory phase is the position you're in when starting the exercise. The central phase occurs as you're going downwards and lowering your body, while finally the terminal phase occurs as you're lifting your body back up, back into starting position.
Here we'll be performing a bodyweight squat. To start this exercise, you're going to want to stand with feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed slightly outwards. Now the key thing to remember here is that you're in good posture. You want to have your chest out, your shoulders retracted, and head straight. What you're going to do is lower yourself slowly, inhale on the eccentric phase to approximately 90 degrees, ensuring you're maintaining a lumbar curve in your lower back. Now you're going to rise up slowly, squeezing your glutes and breathing outwards. Now, the key thing to remember is that you're using controlled, slow movements. You're going to see a lot of people using momentum, rounding their shoulders inwards, and having their knees past their feet. You're also going to see people doing partial squats. Now, when you're performing partial squats, you're putting a tremendous amount of pressure on your knees, which could cause a variety of knee injuries.
I would just like to further elaborate on partial squats, since I see them all the time at the gym. When performing these kinds of squats, you're causing a very short hamstring stretch to occur, in addition to a very overpowering quadricep stretch. As a result of this imbalance, your knee gets the bulk of the strain, and because of that, your knee is very prone to injury. The implementation of abdominal and stabilization type exercises from the workout routine is a great way to improve core strength. Bodyweight crunches, for example, are an excellent, simple, and effective way to do so. Bodyweight crunches primarily target your rectus abdominis as well as your oblique muscles. But what some people may not understand is that this is an isolation exercise, so it's important that they are only feeling this exercise in your abs and trunk.
These are bodyweight crunches. Now what you're going to want to do is lay flat with your knees bent and feet placed firmly on the ground. Now, the object of this exercise is to lift your upper body by contracting and isolating the abdominals. Now you're going to want to lift your scapula up off the ground, but make sure your lower back is stationary. Now, you're going to exhale on the concentric phase and return to your starting position by inhaling during the eccentric phase. Now you're going to see a lot of people in the gym jerking their head up as momentum to lift their bodies off the ground. And if you see their chin touch their chest, they're putting strain on their neck. So it's important to ensure your head is in neutral alignment when performing this exercise. It's also important that your shoulders are retracted and chest is open.
The dumbbell curl is one of the most effective bicep workouts out there. While there are many variations to this exercise, we will be focusing on the most basic. The 3 primary and mobilizing muscles involved in this exercise are your 3 bicep muscles, which include the biceps brachii, the brachioradialis, and the brachialis. Now it's important that you're focusing on only lifting through your arms, specifically your biceps, of course. I say this because there's a variety of ways you can do this exercise incorrectly that involve momentum, and as a result, other muscles of your body are left susceptible to injury. So it is important that you focus on your contraction you get from your biceps rather than the weight you're lifting with the exercise.
Here we will be performing a standard bicep curl. Now you're going to want to get in a staggered stance, making sure that you're sinking into your knees. Now you're going to want to retract your shoulders and keep your chest open. Now when gripping these dumbbells, you're going to keep your elbows tight in line with your torso and slowly contract upwards. This is your concentric phase. Now you're going to slowly descend downwards on the eccentric phase, inhaling upwards and exhaling downwards. Now, you're going to want to avoid several things. You want to ensure that you're not using momentum to propel the dumbbells upwards, because as you see, some people tend to lean their whole body upwards, which puts strain on your lower back. You're going to want to ensure you're keeping your body in neutral spinal alignment and using slow, controlled movements.